Hello friends, today I came up with a new topic, new in the sense many of us think and ask oneself, but do not dare to ask others. But let's discuss it. May I justify extramarital sex? To deal with anything so-called extramarital love affairs or extramarital sex, we need to consider two aspects. That is, moral aspect and legal aspect. However, before describing these two aspects and the main topic, let's first discuss what is difference between extramarital love affairs and extramarital sex. Note, while describing such topic, I didn't differentiate between male and female, rather considered both equally. No biasness at all, so applicable for both husband and wife. Extramarital love affairs involve an enduring relation with someone and with only one. There is commitment. However, there is possibility that may be one partner cheating by concealing first marriage or bad intention. But here I am ignoring that point. In crude language, it involves relation with only one with commitment and emotional attachment. In such relation, there may be sexual relation and may not be. If there is commitment and both know each other's fact, I mean, if truth is there, then sexual relation is not much important. On the other hand, extramarital sex involves casual physical relation. Maybe it could be an accidental with known person such as with friend's husband or wife, with wife's sister or with husband's brother or with other relative respectively, but with known person. There are possibilities of such relation. It may happen because of a spur of the moment. Some people sometimes lose their rationality, morality, and ethics and do so. But remember, if happen once only, then it can be called as accidental and can be justified and forgotten. But if it became frequent, then it is neither accidental nor justifiable, as from second time it becomes a planned act. Secondly, extramarital sex can be paid also. No emotional attachment from either side. One needs money and one physiological satisfaction. Now, come back to the topic. In the beginning, I have discussed 2 points, that is moral aspect and legal aspect. On both the grounds, it is wrong and illegal. Its illegality that is defined in section 497 of Indian Penal Code that describes adultery. Broadly, it involves both extramarital love affairs as well as extramarital sex. Based on this, your spouse may demand divorce. Secondly, in Indian culture, it is unquestionably immoral act. Now, come to the question, is extramarital sex justifiable or not? If answer need to be given in one instance, that is without giving any thought, then answer is such act is not at all justifiable. But there are some rare circumstances in which I am not saying you can, but yes, you may justify. In fact, how many of you can think of those constrained circumstances in which you can justify it? Think and comment in the given comment box. Well, I discuss one such circumstance in this video. Rest I will discuss in my next video, that is part 2. In the meantime, you may also share your views on this. That is circumstance 1. Suppose your spouse is terminally ill or having some chronic disease which can be treated maybe in 5 years or maybe in 10 years. I mean, How much time it will take, you don't know. Or maybe he or she is insane. So, whatever the case is, the point that needs to be considered here is he or she cannot have sex or not in condition to have physical relation. If your spouse is suffering from any such kind of disease discussed above, you can get divorced on this ground. But you love your wife or husband in such a way that you cannot do so. Now think, you are in late 20s or 30s or even 40s. Sex is very important aspect of life. To keep oneself healthy and happy, it is indeed very important. You cannot divorce and you also need to satisfy your physiological need at the same time. In such a case, I think the casual sex with intention to satisfy only physiological needs can be justified. Remember, I used the term casual. It shouldn't be frequent nor committed with someone. No strings should be attached. It means it should be only occasional and only to satisfy bodily demand. That's it. You can have such relation with or without knowledge of your spouse. If he she is in position to appreciate the situation, I suggest must share. Because if any way she or he come to know through other source, it may be painful. But if you share, I think definitely will be appreciated. But what is your condition, in what way your family members think on this, etc. Consider all these aspects before sharing, and if your circumstances allow you, only then share, otherwise digest it. Not a big deal. I believe such act even morally is correct because you know that the kind of disease your wife or husband is suffering with, you may get divorced. But you intentionally and lovingly don't want that. That is your true love. So in this condition, having casual sex, I don't think any way make it immoral. In this condition, definitely it justifies. Anyway, it is my personal view. What you people think on this aspect, whether it is wrong or right. You may share your views in the comment box given below. Besides, there are some other circumstances in which extramarital sex may be justified that I will share in my next video, that is in the part 2. In the meantime, if you think there are certain other circumstances in which you may justify, you may comment in the given comment box. So it is all about justifiability of extramarital sex.